Welcome to Energetic Perspectives, a sacred space where I share an energetic approach to very human experiences. I'm Erin, and I've been fine-tuning my spiritual gifts after finally being open to shift out of feelings of darkness that once felt too heavy to step out of. This podcast is an opportunity for you to settle into transmissions from the Akashic Records and receive tangible tools that help you get into receiving mode of the abundant and joyful life I know we are all capable of tuning into. If you are ready to further step into your light while opening up to new ways of being, you are exactly where you're meant to be right now. Before we dive in, I invite you to ground into this space with me by taking 3 deep breaths to center and clear some energy. Close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out the mouth. Deep breath in and let it all go. One more deep breath in through the nose and let it all out. I am so grateful that you are here with me in this moment. Let's get into the episode. Hello. Okay, that is so much better. I had the AC on because today be hot in New York City and the noise was just in the background and not great. So, hello, my loves. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I have the most gratitude in my heart for you returning to this beautiful episode. So much love. I have called in the Akashic Records wisdom, as I will be doing for the episodes coming forward. If you've been here before, you know that we have shifted a lot. We are a new name, Energetic Perspectives, and there's just a totally different energy here. And I am taking the lessons and so much of the beauty and goodness from everyday perspectives, and I'm amplifying it. Amplifying the beauty of the lessons. There's so many times where I go through something hard and I want to release it. I want to get it out of me. Which is important. We got to get it out of the physical body, the energetic space. That's really important, actually. And we can extract the beautiful lessons that lie within the darkness. And that's how you turn or transmute darkness to light. I've had so many instances in my life recently where I'm really showing up in a totally different way than I have ever before. Oh, it feels so beautiful. And I just know that there's always going to be an evolution, but I am so happy where I am right now. And a huge reason, one of the number one reasons, is because I've extracted the lessons from the darkest times. That is what the lightworker does. I was speaking to 2 beautiful women that we are doing a coaching container together. I'm a student And this was such a big theme in our discussion. Lightworkers are born in the dark. I don't know anyone who goes into healing work, who goes into making a big difference, who goes into wanting to change the world for the better, who hasn't been through some really tough shit. And honoring that part of us that moved forward, that chose to heal, is paramount. It's so paramount. I often can be hard on myself. This is actually something that came through today. I was partaking in EMDR therapy, rapid desensitization, eye movement. Eye movement. I don't know. something. And we were doing, we've been changing up practices. So we were doing tapping of the body instead of the eye movement because of, Mercury retrograde technology things. It's been getting me hard, not in a good way. And I recognized every single time we go into a really tough moment that I want to release and heal. By the end of it, do I have so much love for myself? Oh, the most love. I can wrap myself in this beautiful blanket of unconditional love. And to be honest, I am the only person that can do that for myself. And that's a beautiful thing because that means we are in control of the feelings of unconditional love. It's just us. I used to think that I needed other people to hold me in unconditional love. And that is nearly impossible. We can have moments of it, for sure, with other people. But a total unconditional love is something you cultivate. And also you'll be able to recognize the unconditional love from others in the moments where they are able to provide it. That's the key. Most people are unable to provide unconditional love to us. And the truth is, it's not their job. I know I have had a lot of resentment for not receiving unconditional love from others. And there were points where I identified it as their job. They're responsible for that. And anytime we place responsibility on someone else for the way that we feel, we are going to be met with expectations that will be unmet. And I want to share just a little bit of my process yesterday through a story of something that happened where I really held myself in unconditional love. And this is beautiful because I used to hold myself with so much hate. I didn't hold myself. I beat up myself. I beat myself when I was down instead of loving myself upward. And yesterday I was able to love myself upward, and it changed everything. It rewired something within me. So yesterday I was walking home from the bank and I called up my local pottery studio because there's a program of 7 weeks where you go 3 hours a day, like once a week. And I signed up. I stalked the website. I'm not even kidding you. I checked this thing every single day, even though I entered my email and they told me that it was going to come directly to my mailbox. I went on the website. I called them and they were like, you're going to find out. So I did. I was so excited. I was probably the first. I was definitely the first one who showed up because I bolted to that website when I got the email. And that was a few weeks ago. And it was also in the midst of John, my fiance, having COVID. So I was really connecting with my inner child so much during that time because we were separate. So I was painting and coloring and I have a little like ceramic set that his job gave them as a team builder, and I was doing it all. And I was just like, this is healing me from every depths of my inner child, and my creation is flowing. I need more of this in my life. So I was just really wanting to heal through creation. And nothing feels more healing to me than being unable to touch your phone, touch anything for 3 hours because you're like deep in clay. Oh, I was so excited. So I'm walking home and I called them and I was like, hi, I'm coming to this round. I'm so excited. Do I just like come in or do I have to sign up before? Because they have different sessions. And they were like, who is this? So I told them my name. And they were like, we sent you a ton of emails. You're not in this anymore. And I'm not even kidding you. My heart dropped. Not only because they were pretty unkind in the delivery of the information, but it felt soul crushing. I had so much excitement and it was just like, no. So I was like, wait, what? And they were like, we sent you a bunch of emails, and I had deleted the email app from my phone a few weeks ago during an Instagram cleanse because I noticed that I was going on Instagram and scrolling. So I was like, I'm done here for a little bit. Guides told me, don't do it now. So I deleted a bunch of apps, like all social media. And then I found myself scrolling through my email and I was like, well, this can't be good. So I deleted email. And I felt like free. It felt really freeing to do that because I don't like being in constant communication, constant pressure, being bombarded with messages. And then also like, here's a sale, there's a sale, everywhere's a sale. Like, I don't need that. I'm in enough programs. I have enough products. I don't need that messaging all the time because something within me was like, oh, I need more. So I deleted everything. And yesterday, in the morning, I was reflecting and I had a pretty stressful situation on Friday when we were going to a dear friend's wedding and my fiance was in the wedding and I missed the email telling us that the rental car location changed and it was a whole thing and we were super late to the rehearsal and it caused some unnecessary stress. And part of me was, I wish I checked my email. Like, why did I do that? Yada, yada, yada. And then I held myself and I was like, it's okay. You're allowed. It's fine. Like, it's all going to be good. And I really moved myself through that on Friday. So when I was reflecting on Monday, I was like, deleting emails was a source of peace for me because I needed it at that time. And then I just knew that it was time to re-download because now it's causing stress to not have it. And that's a really big lesson and indicator and something that is ever flowing. Some things that cause you stress at other times can cause you peace in others, and vice versa. So that's just a message that wants to come through. And I missed the email. The last day to submit some documentation was the day before. And like, I looked at the subject and it was like, urgent, must submit, yada, yada, yada. And I didn't. So there was a wait list and I got kicked out of the program. Feeling really sad because I was like a kid on Christmas thinking about going to this. It was like you're a kid on Christmas and then you go to the tree and there's nothing under the tree. That's what it felt like. And there's no hidden puppy. Like, it's just sad and it sucks. So I felt like my heart jump into my throat. That's what it felt like. Energetically was like, my heart was like, ooh. And I couldn't talk. And she was like, I'm covered in clay. I gotta go look at your email. Yeah. So I look at my email. Of course, it's right there. Look it up. And I submitted the documentation. I was like, if there's any way, like this, I want this so bad. I understand, but if there's any possible way you could fit me in and we can like move on, I would appreciate it so much. And they have no idea how much I was like attached to this. That's what it felt like. And they were like, no, sorry. Like, the email was like nicer than the phone call, but I walked upstairs and I wasn't crying yet, but I was like, I'm going to cry. This is going to happen for sure. And my fiance was working. So I like went into the bedroom because I have learned I cannot have space held for me when I haven't held it for myself for at least a little bit. And when people are unavailable to hold space for me, it's pretty clear, and it's also not going to give me what I need either. So it's going to be rushed, and I knew I needed to go and cry. I am not a crier. I am now, honestly. I am now, but I was never a crier because I had this chip on my shoulder about crying. Having a dad die very young, having a lot of traumatic experiences in childhood that made me close down my heart and close down my vulnerability. I was like, why would I cry? Life sucks. And of course, this happens. Why would I cry about it? And yesterday, I was like, babe, to myself, I give you full permission to cry. I will hold you. I will love on you. It is okay. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know. It is totally okay. This means nothing about you. You're perfect as you are. You're okay. And I held myself. I held my inner child. I just envisioned her like me wrapping a huge hug around her because this is what she always needed. She needed that so much. And like I said before, people are not capable of unconditional love. And we can give it to ourselves. We must give it to ourselves because that's how we cultivate more love in our relationships. And we can see those glimpses of unconditional love in moments with people that we love. And if you give yourself unconditional love, it won't matter what anyone else around you is doing. Because you're not going to go on the shame parade. You're not going to scream at your head off at yourself. Internally, you're not going to beat yourself up because you're just holding yourself and saying, it's okay. And I have really brought in so much support into my life. Like I said, EMDR therapy, I'm getting massages regularly. I have friends to lean on. I have my fiance to lean on. I have so much support system. I went to yoga yesterday. I've been meditating every day. I'm really building these things that are really just ramping up that unconditional love for myself, because I'm like, hey, I am worthy. And not because I'm doing all these things, but doing all these things is helping me be in that space. So I was crying for a few minutes, and then my fiance comes rushing in. And he's like, I just saw your text, because I sent him a text immediately out of panic when I was on the phone. And he was like, I just saw it. I'm so sorry. And he came and hugged me. And it was like exactly what I needed. Like, I let myself hold space for myself. I did it myself. And then he came in and was just like, whoosh, I hold you. And I felt so much unconditional love from him in that moment. He listened to, and he just knew. And he's not, he's not an artist. He's not necessarily spiritual in the sense that I am. Like, he doesn't speak to guides. He doesn't have these practices. He's very spiritual in ways that are, I think his being. But he just knew. Also, because I've been so excited about it, and I've just been like talking about it nonstop. But he was like, I know this is a really big deal, and I'm really, really sorry. And just like held me. And I know that I invited that experience in. I mean, he's the most amazing person that I know, but it has taken so long for me to accept, to receive, to allow people to hold me. Usually I just like shut myself in the room, and I wouldn't even cry. I would distract myself, escape in some way. I wouldn't let myself like sit in the emotions and release it, but it just felt such a cosmic like connection between every single thing I was doing. And that's the beauty of this journey. Everything is connected. Every single thing. Whether it's a pottery class or taking out the garbage, everything can be a transformative experience if you let it. And that's the message that we will end with today. I want to thank you just so much for listening and showing up here again. It really means the world to me. And I want to invite you, if you are a light worker or healer or spiritual boss babe in this space of healing the world, I want to work with you. I am calling in just one person, amazing soulmate client, to my 3-month one-to-one up-level unlock container. This is a spiritual mentorship. It is a quantum leap space holding and coaching container. And we dive into the most beautiful modalities of Akashic Records, breathwork, chakra clearing, human design, past life regression. And I'm just holding you in such an intuitive way for you to really connect deeper to yourself, to remember that you are the one who has the keys to unlock your most amazing life. This is mostly for people who have a spiritual business, but it's not focused on business. And it's going to transform your business, I know, because when we take care of our sacred vessel, everything else thrives. So that is really the beauty of this container. And I only have one more spot left. It closes on September 19th. I will not have a spot open until March of 2023 after that. So this is the time, my loves. We have a 10-month payment plan that adds no extra cost. We have a 6 bi-weekly payment plan that adds no extra cost, or we have pay in full. And it really is just, I want to make this accessible by making the payment plans the same cost as the pay in full, because that just feels very in alignment with my own beliefs, because I've been someone who needed a payment plan, and then I felt like I was being, punished in a way for it, even though I fully intended on paying and showing up. So that's just how I feel about that. And this is just the most sacred space for you. So if you're interested, I'm going to put the link in the show notes to book a free call. And like I said, the last day is 9/19. So clock is ticking, my loves. And I just know I'll catch you in beautiful divine timing. So Thank you again for listening, and I will catch you on the next one. If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to share it on your Instagram stories and tag me at Erin Panzarella and the show at Energetic Perspectives, and share it directly with a loved one who will resonate too. Subscribe to the show to automatically receive the downloads so you never miss an episode. If you are loving the transmission shared here, I'd so love if you rate Energetic Perspectives 5 stars and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you screenshot your review and DM it to me on Instagram, you'll be gifted a discount on one of my single sessions as a token of my deep gratitude. Send in questions to the podcast by recording a voice note on erinpanzarella.com/podcast, and I'll tap into an answer from the Akashic Records, provide on-the-spot quantum leap coaching, or answer any questions about me and my work. Select submissions will get featured on the podcast too. If you are a new or existing podcaster and want to up-level your podcasting journey, check out Captivate, my preferred podcasting platform. Captivate is my favorite one by far, and I've tried 3 before it. If you choose Captivate, sign up using the link in my show notes, and you'll be supporting me as I grow on this journey too. I would love to keep connecting on Instagram. Connect with me at Erin Panzarella and the show at Energetic Perspectives. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning into the show.